Hi, my name is Lars Finanger with Inside Triathlon, and we're here today with Greg and Laura Bennett, Team Bennett.
Hello.
Welcome, guys.
Hey,
welcome to the studio.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to have you guys.
All right.
Go ahead and sit down.
Thank you.
Well, we decided, we'd spent 5 or 6 years in Victoria and loved it. Really, the last 5 years, I think we both had some good performances and learned to love the sport. But I think after 5 years of running the same trails, you get to the point of you need some variety. And we'd heard so many great things about Boulder and the running, especially, and the biking in the mountains. So we thought we got to give it a go. And we were looking for a new base in North America, and this is it.
And so the altitude, are you guys looking at officially moving here as a home then? Or talk a little bit about, Greg, you're from Australia, and Laura, you're from the U.S. originally. What are you going to be doing between basing your home here in the summer months in the U.S. and then summer months in Australia?
Well, that's about it. We will be looking at summer months. I mean, we come here, we have the mountains, and you've got a little bit of altitude, and it's so beautiful here that it's just fantastic in the summer months, and especially coming down from the altitude and racing at sea level, it just works out perfect for us. But I think we also love to go back to Australia and do a lot of our swimming in the surf and the hotter months in the Australian summer as well. And racing a little bit less there, we kind of just find we can just enjoy the training without being overly serious. And then when we come to Boulder, we can just step it up another level. And me being Australian and Laura America, it works out well to have a base in both places. Australian triathlon, it's big, but it's not like Hamish and Bevan in New Zealand, where they walk down the street and they are rock stars. In Australia, it's definitely an outside sport. Everybody is active. Everybody is doing triathlons or swimming or running and biking. So it's very active. You don't really stand out down there. You go to the races. There's so many great Australian triathletes that I'm not going to stand out any more than a Chris McCormack or a McKeely Jones or a Greg Welsh and Peter Robinson and all these guys in front of you. That in the pecking order, I'm probably actually a fair way down the list, and yet that list is probably the world list as well. It doesn't change much. Well, the Olympics has really changed our sport. Now we do have a focus every 4 years, which before 2000, you just raced every year, and there was no real focus other than just trying to be the best you could be that year. Then come the 2000 Olympics, and that was devastating for me. I was ranked number 3 in the world. I'd won on the Sydney Olympic course the year prior. I felt confident about making the team. Went through the trials, actually felt after the second trial race I'd made the team. And then only later I found out that someone had put in found a clause in the contract for selection that they could look at their whole past history. Anyway, it was a nightmare, and I missed out on making that team, and I was devastated. And that's what took me to Victoria, Canada. I had to get away from Australia. I had to get away from the politics. Was I going to continue the sport? Was I not? And that's when I met Laura in Canada. And that gave me the new, okay, I really do enjoy this sport, and now I get to share it with somebody, and now adds more meaning to what I'm doing. And so the next time round for 2004 Olympics, I'd been ranked number 1 in the world for several years. But at the same time, I was like, well, our trials are in December and January, and I never peak in December, January, and this is going to be really tough. So I turned up and made the team. Surprised the hell out of me, because I was so sure Laura was going to make it. She was ranked number 2 or 3 in the world for her trials, but she didn't make it, So she almost had my 2000 experience in 2004. And for me, the Olympics in 2004 were the greatest event I could have possibly ever imagined. People say to me, Greg, you must be disappointed you got 4th. But to be honest, I'd been injured. I did 10 weeks of preparation with Laura at every training session, turned up, and I raced my heart out. I did the very best I could do. The Australian team were brilliant, the managers, the physio, everybody was such a great family that I kind of left that whole experience going, wow, that was the Olympics, I didn't get the gold, the silver, or the bronze, but I really felt like I maximised what I had. And I'd love Laura to have that experience for sure in 2008. And as much as we'll both do our trials, I'm kind of putting more energy into her these days, I think, because I feel like I had my experience.